Good morning, my dear and lovely students. Let's start with our new chapter. Chapter 3 name is ecosystem with the topic environment. What is environment? Anything that surrounds and influences life of an organism is known as environment. Nothing but anything that surrounds and influences the life of an organism is known as environment. Components. Next topic is components. All living and non-living things that make up the environments. Together with them, the environment is made. Those living and non-living things are known as the components or components of the environment, of that particular environment. Then comes ecosystem. What is ecosystem is? Because it is the most important topic, because the name itself, our chapter name is ecosystems. So first we should know what is ecosystem is. The community of living organism interacting means meeting with among themselves and as well as with the non-living components of an environment form a system called ecosystem. And in an ecosystem, all living forms sustain their lives. How does all living forms sustain their lives in an ecosystem? Through energy flow from one life form to another life form. Again, I am repeating, what is environment is anything that surrounds and influences the life of an organism is known as environment. Then comes components, all living and non-living things that make up the environment, that make up particular environment. These living and non-living things are known as its component, the component of that particular environment. Then we have come to the ecosystem. What is ecosystem is? The community of living organism interacting means meeting or dealing among themselves as well as with non-living components of an environment form a system. Form a system is called as ecosystem. The system is called as ecosystem. And in an ecosystem, all living forms sustain their lives through energy. Through energy flow from one life form to the another life form. The components of environment is broadly divided into two categories. First is biotic component and abiotic components. Let us discuss about what is biotic components. Biotic components includes all living organisms. All living organisms like plants, animals, human beings and microorganisms. The all living organism comes in the category of biotic components. And further, biotic components are divided into three categories. First is producer, second is consumer, and third is decomposer. But first let's start discussing about what our producers are. All living things that can prepare their food, their own food, are called as producers or autotrophs. Okay? Example, only green plants comes in this category. Why? Because plants can prepare their own food with the process of photosynthesis. That is why in our planet Earth or in our environment, only plants have the capacity or ability to prepare their own food. That is why in this category, plants come. Only green plants come. Then let us discuss about consumers. What are consumers are? Organisms that eat the food prepared by producers. Organisms that eat the food prepared by producers are called as consumers or heterotrophs. Okay? All animals and human beings fall under the category of consumers. Okay? They depend on producers for their food directly or indirectly. Again, I am repeating, what are producers? All living things that can produce, that can prepare their own food are called as producers or autotrophs. And only green plants come in this category because they have the ability to produce, to prepare their food in the process of photosynthesis. Then consumers, what are consumers are? Organisms that eat the food prepared by producers are called as consumers or heterotrophs. And all animals and human beings fall under the category of consumers. The consumers depend on producers for their food directly or indirectly. So based on the food habits, consumers can be of following types. What? Based on food habits, consumers can be of following types. First are primary consumers, or they can be said as herbivores. Those animals that eat only plants, come in the category of primary consumers or herbivores. Example can be of cow, rabbit and elephant. Then comes secondary consumers or carnivores. Animals that eat primary consumers are called as secondary consumers or carnivores. Example, snake, fox, tiger, lion. You can think of any type of animals that eat these type of primary consumers. Then tertiary consumers, animals that eat secondary consumers. Here, animals that eat secondary consumers are called tertiary consumer. Example can be of a hawk that feed on eating snacks. Okay, and then comes fourth category is omnivores. Animals that eat both plants and animals. Means those animals that eat primary consumers, secondary consumers, as well as only secondary consumers are called as omnivores. Okay, example crow, bear and we as a human being. Then comes scavengers. Animals that eat or feed on dead bodies of other animals. Animals that feed on dead bodies of other animals are called as scavengers. Example, vulture and hyena. Again, I am repeating for you. What are primary consumers or herbivores? Animals that eat only plant comes in the category of primary consumers. Example, crow, rabbit, cow, rabbit and elephant. Okay. Then comes secondary consumers or carnivores. Animals that eat primary consumers comes in the category of secondary consumers. Example can be of snake, fox and tiger. Then comes tertiary consumers. Animals that eat secondary consumers comes in the category of tertiary consumers. Example, a hawk that feed on eating snacks. Then comes omnivores. Animals that eat both plants and animals falls in the category of omnivores animals or consumers. Example are crow, deer and we human being. Then scavengers. Animals that feed on dead bodies of other animals. Example, vulture and hyena. The third consumer is decomposers. What are decomposers are? Decomposers are microorganisms like bacteria and fungi that feed upon the dead bodies of plants and animals and break them down into simpler substances. Okay? These microorganisms secrete certain digestive enzymes and decomposes the dead bodies into minute particles called minerals, and these minerals again taken up from soil by the plants. So by this, decomposers not only help in cleaning the environment but also the recycling of these minerals. Again I am repeating what happens. What are the decomposers are? Decomposers are microorganisms like bacteria and fungi that feed upon the dead bodies of plants and animals and break them down into simpler substances. Okay? These microorganisms secrete certain digestive enzymes The, these digestive enzyme helps to decompose the dead bodies into minute particles called minerals, and these minerals again taken up from the soil by plants. So by this, decomposers not only help in the cleaning the environment by decomposing the dead bodies of plants and animals, but also recycling these minerals. Our next topic is food chain. We all know that green plants use the energy of the sun to prepare their food, and the heterotrophic organisms like animals use the energy, that energy which is trapped by the green plants. For example, the grazing herbivores eat green plants, and in turn the grazing herbivores are eaten by carnivores that I have already told you. Thus, there is a series of organisms through which food energies flow. Food energy flows in an ecosystem. What? It is the most important point. There is a series of organisms through which food energy flows in an ecosystem. The series of organisms which are linked with each other through a process. The series of organisms which are linked with each other through a process of eating and being eaten form a food chain. So definition of food chain, what is the definition? The series of organisms which are linked with each other through a process of eating and being eaten form a food chain. There are many types of food chains. For example, in grassland food chain may consist of grass, grasshoppers, frog, snake and hawk. Same as in freshwater ecosystem, green algae, water fleas, small fishes, large fishes and a fish eating animal constitute a food chain. Okay? Each level in the food chain is called a trophic level. What? Each level in a food chain is called a trophic level, which is a food level or energy level. What I am saying, there are many types of food chain. First of all, in grassland food chain, there may be consist of grass, grasshoppers, frog, snake and hawk. Same thing happens in freshwater food chain, green algae, water flea, then comes small fishes, then comes large fishes and a fish eating animal. They constitute a food chain, and each level in a food chain is called as trophic level, which is a food level or energy level. So students, please note down your homework from page number 52.